The story of the real Count of Monte Cristo is a fascinating tale of betrayal, hidden treasure, and brutal revenge that is, in many ways, even darker than Alexandre Dumas' classic novel. The man's name was Pierre Picot, and his life became the blueprint for one of literature's greatest stories. Here is the full, true story of the man who escaped his own hell. The inspiration, the diamond in the police files. In the 1830s, Alexandre Dumas was working with a collaborator, searching for ideas for a new serialized novel. While researching in the Paris police archives, they found a memoir written by a police official named Jacques Pochet. Pochet's memoirs contained a case file from 1807 titled Diamant et Vengeance, Diamond and Vengeance. This was the story of Pierre Picot, a humble, good-natured shoemaker from Nîmes, whose life was destroyed by a quartet of friends. The true story of Pierre Picot, the man who would be Edmond Dantes. Part 1. The Betrayal, the Incarceration. The protagonist, Pierre Picot, was a well-liked but unremarkable young man living in Paris in 1807. He was engaged to a beautiful and wealthy woman named Marguerite, the analogue for Dantes' Mercedes. The friends. Picot moved in a circle of 3 young men who were secretly jealous of his good fortune. Their names were Mathieu Lupian, Antoine Alou, and Jean-Charles Solari. A 4th man, the owner of a café Picot frequented, was also part of the group. The motive, Lupian in particular, was consumed by envy. He desired Marguerite for himself and coveted Picot's impending wealth and happiness. The false accusation. The 4 men concocted a simple but devastating plan. They went to the authorities and denounced Picot as a spy for the English. At the time, France was at war with England and Napoleon's regime was paranoid about espionage. The accusation was taken extremely seriously. The arrest. Without a trial, Picot was seized by the police under a lettre de cachet, a royal order for imprisonment without trial. He vanished from the streets of Paris and was thrown into the Château d'If, the very same, very real fortress prison that Dumas would make famous. Part 2. The Hell, the Imprisonment. Picot was not imprisoned for a year, as you mentioned, but for a staggering 7 years. His experience was far grimmer than Edmond Dantes'. No Abbé Faria, there was no wise, tunneling old priest who educated him and revealed the secret of a treasure. Picot's time in the Château d'If was one of pure, unadulterated isolation and despair. The miracle.